Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, my truck today, I'm going to do an engine overhaul. So engine overhaul is a complete tear down of an engine to make sure that you are checking each and everything from the turbo, if your car has one, from the seals, from the leakages and everything. So what I'm having here today is an engine that has been leaking. So if you can see, this is the evidence of what was happening, leaking from all seals. So as you do your engine overhaul, there are a number of things that you must put in place. So to begin with, we'll have to invest our crank shaft. So here is the crankshaft. To look at the crankshaft to see if the walls are okay. Apart from that, you'll go look at your piston. So here is our piston. So the piston comes with different things. So we have the rod, have the cone bearings, and we have, here we go. So one thing about this piston, what you're trying to see are these rings. So the piston rings, to see if they are, so for instance, these to protect oil from coming on top of the chamber, and these for compression, to make sure that they look good. So for our case here, I'll have to change all these things to look at the piston to make sure that the piston looks good. So you see this is suited, so I'll have to clean this. So I won't have to change this piston, but to clean this. Another thing, what will give you the correct indication of how your crankshaft is, are these the cone bearings. So if you look at this cone bearing correctly, yeah, it has some signs of wear. Those lines there, those are the wear and tear. So I'll have to replace these, and these comes in either standard or maybe cut down. So you have a number here. Yeah, this will be our guide, yeah, to buy these. So that said, another thing I'll be focusing is on the seals. So before the seals, yeah, so here's my oil pump. So here, given this the oil pump that pumps oil into the engine, some of the times you might get warnings like your oil pressure is low. So here's the culprit. You see this sieve. So the work of this sieve is to make sure that whatever that is going, whatever oil that is entering your engine is sieved from debris and dust, yeah, so, or silicone. So here is the thing. So if you look keenly, it looks nice, but I'll have to wash this. This is my oil pump. So my oil pump, I'll have to do a physical check of it and to ascertain that each and everything is okay. Another thing to check are, yeah, so there you go, to make sure that the lifters and everything is in place, everything is in good shape. Apart from that, to make sure that all the seals, the one, like for instance, this crankshaft seal looks worn out. So this is the reason as to why most oil was leaking. Yeah, so I'll have to replace these two. Something to check will be my head gasket. So here is my head gasket. So doing a close check at the head gasket. So these head gaskets come with different material like these. There are others which are made from asbestos, which I don't recommend at all to use. Each and every time, try and make sure you replace your head gasket with what was there. So if you look at this head gasket, so this is water or coolant, so I'll have to replace these two. Yeah, another thing, I'll make sure I check each and every seal. Like for instance, if you look at what was happening here, so this is a channel of water that is blocked. So these are the reasons as to why most of the time you find your engine, let me bring this close, your engine overheating and stuff. Yeah, another thing to keep a close check at are these suits. So Look how this is the intake manifold, how it is suited. So this will cause an incomplete flow of oxygen into your engine. So like for instance, this is a diesel engine. You see the amount of dirt that is coming. I'll make sure I wash each and every channel. So this is supposed to be passage, and you see it is blocked. So that too, I'll have to check and look at that. Another thing, it's my oil pan. So making sure that each and everything is in place. Another thing to check will be my turbo. So there you go. So my turbo has been leaking oil. So I'll have to make sure I either replace this or have it fixed. So these are some of the things to look while doing your engine overhaul. After doing an engine overhaul is just like buying a newer engine and having it in place. So my injectors there, they'll have to be checked too and serviced. Yeah, so after that everything will be okay. So this will be the work of today, making sure that each and everything is in place. Yeah, so apart from that, let me see what else might need my attention and work on it ASAP. So let me get the work done.